So, friends, we are going to explore health and ecological companies at demo space at Biohacking Congress in Silicon Valley. And now I would like to introduce Radical Roots. It is Chinese medicine combined with hemp. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
We are going to discuss more about this company with the co-founder, Chloe Weber. Nice to meet you. Thanks for being our speaker.
Nice to meet you. It's been fun to be here.
Yeah. So first of all, please tell us how did you start this company and where did you get this technology and what is the science behind this product?
Well, I'm a licensed acupuncturist and Chinese herbalist, so this is what I do for a living in terms of helping people through Chinese herbal medicine in particular. But I started the company because my son Remy was diagnosed with a very rare genetic disorder that causes all sorts of challenges for him, including epilepsy. So as an herbalist, I started looking into what I could give him to help with his epilepsy that wasn't going to dull his neuroconnectivity because he already has developmental issues. So hemp medicine was something that I started studying, but unfortunately what I was finding on the market was everybody was doing this one-size-fits-all products, and to me as an herbalist, I know that herbs work better in conjunction. It allows us to have a safer product and a product that is potentiated and works on different parts of the body as a whole. So what I did was I combined Chinese herbs and all the studies that I have in Chinese herbs with hemp in order to potentiate the actions and make different formulas, which has been really helpful for my son and also for a lot of other people out there. A lot of acupuncturists use our products, so that's been great.
Can you please tell us some of stories of some of your clients? You said that it helped for your son with his illness, and it is a pretty hard illness. And
epilepsy is the worst disorder I've ever encountered and had to treat, and Western medicine really has nothing for it.
What other stories can you tell us?
Just anecdotally, I won't go into any particular patients or anything, but, general anxiety, helping with stress. I treat a lot of patients for neurological disorders like MS, Parkinson's, children with neurodevelopmental disorders like ADD and autism. Again, it's not treating these, but it's helping with the underlying symptoms and what's going on, and it helps calm the mind in really profound ways. So especially, and it also helps a lot with immune regulation. So it's great for autoimmune disorders, and there's some research on it helping with various viral illnesses that are going around as well.
Let's clarify. You said that you treat, then you corrected yourself, and you said that you recommend. Yeah, so you don't treat as a medical doctor.
I'm a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine.
So you have some degree in Chinese medicine, right?
Yes, I have a doctorate.
Okay.
But we can't diagnose Western medical diagnoses. So in Chinese medicine, because we practice a whole different system of medicine, we have different terminology to describe diseases and illnesses and ailments. So we're really looking at the underlying patterns of disharmony within the body as opposed to treating a disease or a symptom. We're looking at the body as a whole and how things are out of alignment.
I understand, got it. And regarding this technology, you combine existing Chinese medicine and you add hemp, yes?
Yes. So what I did was I looked at different... the main reasons that people are using hemp and cannabis right now are for stress, pain, immune, and neurological conditions. So what I did was I wrote Chinese herbal formulas that potentiated those actions and combined them. They weren't existing formulas. They were ones that I created.
So it's new formula?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And but it is not patented.
No, it's very hard to patent herbal medicine. You can patent the pharmacological isolate. You could patent the different herbs in a formula, but really you can just slightly modify the amount of an herb in a formula. So it's it's difficult to patent that.
Where do you produce this product?
My manufacturer is in Colorado, and he does alchemical spagyric extraction, which is really interesting.
And you ship worldwide, or most of your clients in the US, I guess, here?
Most of our clients are in the U.S. We do ship to England and Canada right now. It's tricky with hemp. So most countries have different hemp regulations. So we do have 0.3% THC in our hemp products. So some countries don't let us ship to them. But we're always keeping an eye out and seeing where we can expand, because we get emails all the time from all over. But there's some really outdated hemp regulations. I mean, there's no way anybody can get stoned off of a product like this. I've literally taken about a half a bottle before, and it's just not going to happen.
This is just a sample, right?
No, that's a real bottle.
It's a real bottle.
This is one of the samples.
So this is a real bottle, and this is for one person for what period of time?
It depends. So some people take more and some people take less. It depends really on your level of stress and what you're working on. If you have a neurological condition, often you're going to be taking a lot more CBD than if you don't. So like if you have epilepsy, you're going to take up to 100 milligrams plus of CBD a day. So this, generally most people will take one dropper full twice a day. And that gets you about 15, 16 days of the product. If you are taking less, you could easily do, like we have a rest and relax. If somebody has insomnia, that's a great one to take before bed, about a half an hour before bed, or if you wake up in the middle of the night. So you can take them then. Maybe you just take that one time a day as opposed to twice a day, whereas some of the other ones you might want to take twice a day.
So as far as I understand, your clients don't need any prescriptions. They can just buy it and use it. So it's like supplements. Great. And regarding the recommendations, do you provide personal recommendations for each client? How often and how many to take, or it is impossible and they just decide by their own how to use it?
So if it's my patient, then I will definitely offer them guidance in terms of how many herbs I want them to take. But in terms of generally, typically half a dropper, I normally will have people start with half a dropper full twice a day and just sort of see how they feel after a week or two. If they're not noticing the effects that they were looking for, I'll have them bump it up a little bit. Normally by one dropper full twice a day, you're feeling significant effects of it. And more is not always better with hemp medicine though. Like it's sort of a bell-shaped curve. So you want to get that optimal amount. Some people think that you just got to take a ton of it and that's going to make it more effective, but that's not always the case.
So you suggest use it more long time than not more, but more long time.
Exactly. Yeah. So cannabis is something that we can have a deficiency in our endocannabinoid store. So our endocannabinoid system is, sort of a master regulatory system for our body and our brain and our immune system. And so since we're under such chronic stress, we run through our endogenous cannabinoids. So this is a really great way to supplement. It's something, I think of it sort of like as an omega, like it's something that you want to be taking daily, but you don't necessarily need to take a ton.
And you can take it daily, even all year long, and even more long time, just daily, very small portion of this year. Great. Not too much. Not too much. You mentioned that, as far as I understand, it's almost of all improve neurological system, but you also, I think, mentioned about immune system, right? What else? What benefits else?
The immune system, it also benefits the gut. So there are CB1 receptors along the vagus nerve. So that's really interesting. In terms of the brain, it acts on the 5-HT1A axis in the brain, which is the same pathway that SSRIs work on. So it's the same pathway that most common anxiety medications work on. So that's really amazing. It increases neurogenesis in the hippocampus, which helps with trauma and PTSD. It helps potentiate specific gut. I mean, it's really amazing. Like pretty much anything you look up in terms of research on hemp, there's something showing that it helps modulate and optimize that system, whether it's hormones, whether it's, it even has a regulatory effect on appetite. So a lot of people think of cannabis and they think of that they want to eat a lot, that they're going to get the munchies. But with CBD, what they found is that it actually helps modulate that and give you that signal that you are full or you're hungry or whatever appropriately.
Yeah, it looks like a great product. It improves overall health. So I understand.
Definitely, yeah. It's all connected.
Yeah, thank you very much for this interview. Thank you for being with us. Biohacking Congress really recommend this amazing product, and we are happy to share this information with you, friends.